A king is not made of a crown, but by calling. Every man and leader has one.
The mandate is clear. It is time to rise to lead with purpose, power, and presence. From the stables of the Intentional Parent Academy, we bring you the King's mandate, influence, impact, and inheritance.
With over 40 speakers for this conference across the globe, parenting experts, ministers, teachers, professionals coming to share their experience with us. This is a sermon, a call to kings to rebuild and to reclaim. Join us for the TIP Annual Conference 2025. See you there.
Have you heard about the TIP Annual Conference? Have you? The TIP Annual Conference is one of the most Africa's largest, biggest conference recorded online, with 2 million impressions online and 20,000 recorded participants online over the years.
For this year 2025, we bring to you the King's mandate, influence, impact, and inheritance, with over 40 speakers invited from across the globe, with our distinguished special guest of honor, Bishop David Abioye of the Living Word Global Assembly, and Pastor Isaac Oyedepo of the Living Faith Worldwide, and other notable speakers.
Trust me, you don't want to miss this conference. And guess what? It's totally free. Bring your friends, your family, your neighbors, your entire village, bring them. And this is not just a conference. It's a global altar for transformation, healing, strength, and strategy. See you there.
Boom! Have you registered for TIP Annual Conference? If you haven't, you're on your own. We're going to literally shut down the airstreams. Have you heard of that? Who missed me? It's Tuesday Live. Thank you so much for joining me today. And yes, we're going to be talking about 5 common mistakes parents must avoid during the holiday. And then I would add for you 5 uncommon mistakes you don't think about that you need to also avoid during the holiday. My name is Wendy Ologe, and yes, I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. They call me Africa's #1 parent coach. Scratch it. I am your world's #1 parent coach, anytime, any day. So yes, we are live. Thank you so much. Olamipo, the very first daughter I met on Olamipo in Canada. Amazing, awesome, somebody. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And yes, it's been such an awesome time. We've been to the US summit, the Canada summit, all happened. And yes, we're here now. We're waiting for Warri, Ilori, and UK. If you are in any of these cities, boom, let's go for it. It is a physical session of the whole academy. But the TIP Annual Conference, there's something about it. It is the only online, the only one that streams back to back in that manner in the world. It is the only online parenting conference that keeps you on the chair. Someone said to me, I met you just by, going on the streets of YouTube, and I just heard TIP Annual Conference, blazing, and I'm like, what's happening here? Where have I been? Yeah, there's another numerous name, Coachella, Hot La Fire. Thank you so much for joining me. And yes, if you have not shared this link, share it now. I'm going to be sharing something very profound with you. I've missed teaching here. Hey, I love to teach. So I'm talking about 5 common mistakes parents must avoid during the long holiday. I don't just love to teach. I love to teach parents. I love to talk about parenting. And I'm sure that you know that. And did you attend the TIP, the Sex Educate Your Child Like a Pro challenge? That challenge was everything. All right, people are still reviewing over it. If you didn't, this is your time to go get replaced and start, running and all of that. All right. Koye say we are waiting for the grand arrival. Oh, UK people. All right, let's go there. Now, if you've not invited anybody, please do that now. If you've not registered for TIP Annual Conference, please do that now. Do that now, because the TIP Annual Conference, even me, I'm looking forward to the TIP Annual Conference. And hey, shout out to the TIP team. These guys are amazing. work done. You don't want to know how much of the background work that's been done when it comes to preparing for TIP annual conference. And it's been all shades of awesome. Even with me being out of the country, it's been amazing. Shout out to you, team. And of course, we're going to have an amazing time. We'll have a special guest of honor, my own father in the Lord, Bishop David Abioye. And we're having a keynote speaker in the person of Pastor Isaac Oyedepo. It's going to be, I don't know how to explain it. But let's go. All right. Call your friends, your family, Auntie Etima of the Most High is going to be there. Smacking. If I saw Auntie Etima's topic, I was like, come on now. Hey, let's go there. All right. The lineup is something you don't want to miss it. Make sure you have registered. And I'm going to also be creating there's a free resource we're going to be giving to only the people that registered. You know us now. But if you do not register, that means you're not getting it. So yes, register so that you can get it. All right. Ease is not the absence of structure. It is the presence of peace. I see my big brother in the building, Pastor Matthew May. Now, when it comes to the holiday, one of the things I have seen is that quite a number of us, come and say, oh, it's holiday. Remember that we already entered, for some of us who are, in the diaspora, have already entered summer. For some of us who are in Nigeria also, summer have already started, right? So we've already started the long vacation. But there are so many holidays that I have seen that a lot of the times parents are constantly, struggling just because of lack of understanding. And Justice Amalara Adeyemi says I'm in yellow. Yes. So I have this T-shirt that the TIP Yarders in the US printed. It has different kind of inscriptions. This one says you are not ice cream. So your children will love you, will not love you all the time. There's one that says, where is your yellow blanket? Only Yarders understand yellow blanket. If you understand yellow blanket, say aye, aye, aye. All right. So when it comes to raising intentional children, you must pay attention to some of these conversations. All right. I see quite a number of people do make a lot of these mistakes all the time. Let's go with the mistakes. Number one, see Yarders in the comment. Yellow blanket. I see you guys. But remember that I hope you have your yellow blanket for Thursday. It's going to be blanketing on that Thursday. So number one is confusing activity with connection. Coach Ruth, Dr. Happiness. I feel like screaming all the names that I'm saying, but you guys should please allow me to teach. I can't see you guys. All right. So confusing activity with connection. Most times we feel every day with events, things, gifts. Your child still feels unseen. I see that happen all the time. with a lot of that. So, but children always remember how you made them feel, not how many places you took them. So this holiday, I want you to think about it. Show up to connect, not just to entertain. So when you feel the holiday without thinking, moving about it, you forget to intentionally connect. And that's why in the inner circle, we are very intentional with our holiday connection. All right? With our holiday connection. So because present beats present all the time. Are you connecting while you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing? Connection doesn't require cash. It just requires presence. Most times we think that a holiday is a time that, time just passes. If you allow that holiday for time to pass, your children will actually miss a lot. So don't just make the holiday for time to just pass. Ensure that there is something happening, all right, and that your children are growing. Number two mistake, before I talk about the uncommon mistakes, I have five of each. No structure, no boundaries. You throw away structure in the name of freedom. It's a trap. It's the holiday. Let them do whatever they like. I hear parents say that a lot. And I'm like, are you for real? Let them do whatever it is that they like. Like, really? That's wisdom without structure is a trap. Children thrive in freedom, but only when it has fences. Structure is not control, it's safety. Children thrive in freedom, but only when it has fences. There has to be a fence. Total freedom without boundaries will create chaos in the life of your child. Most times we're like, oh, it doesn't matter what period of the time that you give that total freedom. Some parents, you throw away your routine. Your children don't wake up when they're supposed to wake up. You let them free. You let them free. You give them, unstructured time is not, there's no attention paid to it. You now have poor sleeping habits. You have laziness. You need to create a flexible routine, a time for reset. Before we go, I'm going to tell you the 3 characteristics of a holiday that works. If your holiday does not have those 3 characteristics, it's a failed holiday. Quote me anytime. All right? Time for rest, time for church, time for reading, time for play, and even boredom. There has to be time where your children are bored. So I was in a session with a parent here, and then he was saying, oh, the children always complain that they are bored. I said, every child says they are bored, and boredom is what sparks creativity. So, hey, allow your children to be bored. So when you're creating your holiday structure, create time where there is boredom. Create a flexible routine. Let it be flexible enough. All right. Number 3, substituting presence with screens. That's a very common trap. A lot of us are going to just, our children are going to run wild with the screens, right? We're going to keep them busy with devices so that you can rest. You know the truth. That's a trap. The truth is that screens are not suiting their minds. They are silencing their souls. Now, when screen become the default, connection becomes accidental. You lose more than just time. You lose influence. Let me say that again. Somebody help me write that in the comment section. When screens become the default, connection becomes accidental, and you lose more than just time. You're not losing just time. You lose influence. So I want to ask you today, are you losing influence because you are not connecting intentionally? One of the biggest tools, one of the biggest things we do in the yard is to connect. In fact, the first thing you're going to see, you see a connection to Levi, full grown, and you're like, because when I understand that when screens become the default connection, the default connection becomes accidental. And when that happens, you are losing more than time. You are also equally losing influence. Most of us have lost influence in the name of screen time. So we're teaching at the TIP Summit USA. The things we say at the TIP Summit USA is not, it's not for public consumption at TIP Summit anywhere. And that's why TIP Summit is a different kind of thing. There are a lot of things that were said there that can't be said anywhere else. But you know the thing, I said to them, I said, you are already entrapped without knowing it. You're already entrapped because you think that, oh, it's not possible for us to just have this thing working this way, because your connectivity is now by accident. When you see, when you jump in, when you find your way. So the screen has actually taken that influence. Remember that your biggest tool in life is influence. So I was watching a video that was posted on one of those, blogs. Somebody has sent it to me. And this young man had just bought a car. He's not a young man. He's 15-year-old. That boy cannot be older than my son. My son is 15. And he had bought a car, right? A Mercedes-Benz ML. The car that some of us have done 20 years to drive. All right? And it's not like the child is doing something genuinely, right? Of course, it's Yahoo. And then he brought it home. And then they said his father said to him, I don't know where you got this from. Take it back. Now, there were dissenting voices. People were hailing. He was, jumping, and people were filming him, and he was, puffing up. And somebody was like, who is that, your father? Your father doesn't know what's up, blah, 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 and all of that. And while people were saying, why would small child do that? That's not what I saw. I'm a parent coach. Do you know what I saw? A loss of influence. And I said, may your children not be in the place where they can't hear your voice. It's the most terrible thing that can happen to any parent. They can't hear you. As in, it means that the man lost influence. That's just it. So it's one thing to speak, it's another thing to have influence. Most times, you lose influence gradually. Your children no longer listen to instructions. They no longer hear you. They no longer. So it's not fight, though. It's not by fight. Most of us are fighting influence. You don't fight influence. And it broke my heart that this father can no longer have a grip. Is he fathering? Yes. Maybe he's using the tools. Maybe he's actually there. Maybe he's doing. You can be there and still miss it. Oh, yes, you can. You can be there and still miss it. In fact, God was sharing a revelation about Eli at the TRP Summit USA. Oh my goodness, I'm going to leave it. It's a long conversation. But you can be there and still miss it. That's why you must watch the influence that is around your child, even especially in this holiday. And influence is not a one-time thing. Influence is gradual. As a parent, you never fight for influence. You earn it. You earn it through connection. The currency of influence is connection. The currency of influence is connection. When you connect, there is something that happens to you and the person automatically. When you fight, the more you fight, the more influence you lose. The more you connect, the more you buy into that currency. And that's your biggest currency. That's your biggest parenting tool. That's your biggest parenting tool. Because the currency of influence is connection. Many of the times, we are actually in this place where we think that, I just need to form that I'm the owner of the child. You lose the child. After watching that video, so I'm currently writing my books for the year. After watching that video, and I started to write. There's a book I'm writing, right? It is on reset for parents who already lost it or who already missed it. It's going to be one of the profound things I have done. I called it the parenting reset. How to start over when you've got it wrong. I want to write a book that gives hope and structure to parents who feel they've made mistakes and they want to rebuild it. So I went back to that book and I started to write something else. And I'm like, okay, this is about the influence. What can these parents do if they already missed it? Parenting Reset is going to be one of your best reads ever that you've ever heard or seen. And of course, I have another one called Dear Working Parents. How to thrive at home without losing yourself. Balance bonding, being present even on your busiest days. You have to learn what to do. So instead of fighting and saying, hey, I don't know, what will I now do? One of the things that a common denominator I found in developed worlds, North America especially, is a loss of influence. The loss is actually called the parenting reset, not research. The loss of influence. The loss of influence. I found the loss of influence to be something that have bothered me so much in the recent times. Because, you find that a child is 13, parents are scrambling. Parents are literally scrambling to be able to connect. They're literally scrambling to get their voice heard. Your voice has been drowned. Believe you me, there's a lot to talk about on this topic of influence, but I'm going to leave it so that we can go. But remember, when screens become the default, connection becomes accidental, and you lose more than just time. you lose influence. When you lose influence, you lose it all. However, I'm bringing you good news. If you think you've lost influence, that book Parenting Reset will actually reset your parenting. I've been giving word for you. All right. So when parents are busy, screens become default nanny. Overexposure leads to irritability, reduced attention span, entitlement. You know that lack of taking instructions has been linked to excessive screen time. Excessive screen time. So you need to set boundaries. You need to offer alternatives. You need to offer alternatives. Tolulope is here. She's the founder of Relic Signature. Every holiday, we have series of alternatives. Don't put your children on the screen. You will kill them. Oh, quote me anywhere. Quote me anywhere. I said something during the TRP Summit US. I said, the moment you hand your child that is below 18 over a phone, you actually give them an instant disadvantage. Whether you believe it or not, it is what it is. Instantly. So I want you to sit, create alternatives, puzzles, craft. That's why in the inner circle, we start the holiday by ordering our alternatives. By ordering our alternatives. That's how we start. Boom, everywhere. What are we going to? Because if you let your children be, there's no plan. See, any holiday without a plan will always end in chaos. Any holiday without a plan. Number 4, letting discipline go on vacation. I see that happen all the time. You take a break from discipline. The trap is that you overlook bad behavior because it's holiday. You overlook bad behavior because there are a lot of things, happen. You're like, it's holiday, it's okay. Bad behavior, child wakes up, stays all day, and you just small things. The truth is, every ignored moment is a missed opportunity to shape character. Every ignored moment is a missed opportunity to shape character. Remember that discipline is not punishment, it's guidance. And values don't go on vacation. Values don't go on vacation. It's guidance. One of the things that we do, is that during the holiday, right? We just ship we just ship our children to the next place. Only the children don't go on holiday on their grandpa's place. Holiday is your biggest influence tool. Don't take it for granted. Your biggest influence tool is holiday. When holiday is there, how many times you see your children during the school days? Think about it. How many times? So your children come back from school in the morning, or go to school in the morning. They come back sometimes, and I know that in Nigeria, some of our children are home by 5. For those of us who our children are in boarding school, so you don't even get to see them. They don't come and go, right? And then the holiday where you have the greatest influence to sit. You say, I need to take my leave now. That my children need to go to their grandparents. You ship them off. Your influence begins to deteriorate. In the inner circle, one of the things we do is that at the beginning, with this thing you're hearing now, inner circle parents who are others, who are actually, doing their tools, have had a holiday plan from January. I had my holiday plan from January, this long vacation. That's the longest time you can influence. Even when your children go to school from home, most of your children get home like 3, some of them get home like 4, some of them get home like 5. At what point will you influence if you're not intentional with the long systems? Somebody is asking, is boarding school the best? It's not about being best or not being best. When it comes to school system, I'm sure when we do back to school webinar, right? Or course. Webinar for inner circle parent, course for you that are outside. When we do that, you understand where your child should be per time. So all this, because Emeka went to school, then, Ayo will go to school and it will be the same day. It doesn't work like that. Okay? So you must understand that when it comes to the systems, all right, that you need to bring. You need to actually have put in your holiday. Our holiday plans are ready from January. We do a class in January in the inner circle that teaches you how to create holiday plan for the year. So you're not started. Hey, I don't know, my leave is coming. Oh, I don't know what to do. And summer school is not where influence is shaped. You put your children back to school after they are back from school. Do you know why the system of education created holidays? It's so that parents will actually be able to do more work. I was reading about the Scandinavian countries, the Iceland, and all of those countries. During the holiday, they pay you to go for holiday. Shut down summer is shut down. Every parent carries their child on a holiday. These are countries who understand what it is that is about. So you find out that during the holiday, things are accumulated. And you find out that it's during the holiday that there is highest sexual abuse. Oh, yes, you heard me right. Because that's when there's an unstructuredness, there's an anyhowness, like we say in the yard. Influence is not shaped in a school system, it's shaped at home. It is shaped at home. And then you actually create a system. Every single inner circle parent plans their year. If you don't plan your year, all of us are working now. So look at me. Imagine that during the holiday I'm doing in August, I'm doing all the travels. I lose a time. See, whether you like it or not, you will lose a time. So when people tell me I'm very busy, I just chuckle like, really? You're busy. Tell me about being busy. You're singing to the choir and preaching to the congregation. Busy. You need to choose your hard part time, like we often say. So you need to understand that this system has given you an opportunity to shape influence. In those holidays, Christmas holiday, Easter holiday, these are your jokers. But what do? We throw it to the wind. We ship our children to grandma's place. We tell them, oh, just go to that friend and just stay. I beg, let me just, Shebi's holiday. People that just, just put in that. Holiday is not a time that your child should go without you. If you're going on vacation, pack yourself and your child. If you decide that you want to visit your that's when they should visit their grandparents. All right? Plan it around your time. Plan it around your time. No school will shape influence for you. Forget what it is that they say, oh, peer pressure in school, school is influencing the home is your primary source of influence. And in that home, you are the principal of the school. When the principal is not there, everything is anyhow. And that's a big deal. So if you are not influencing during the holiday, that's why we created the Ultimate Holiday Bundle. The Ultimate Holiday Bundle is a tool that we use in the inner circle. Of course, if you are when you get into the inner circle, part of the bundles you buy is the Ultimate Holiday Bundle, the Christmas. So you bring it out, and there are planners, there are schedules, there are checklists. Made it easy. The resources that will help you so that the holiday, your children can really thrive. It's $6,999 instead of $32. There are 16 different planners in that tool. 16 of them. Most of us here have it and have been creating. It's in the Ultimate Holiday Bundle that I've been able to actually structure. We've been using it for years before we created it and sent it out. Structure it and then and I'll put the things you need. You go to relics. This is the things you need. The puzzles. Instead of putting your child on the screen, they put them on it. Let them do puzzles. Holiday is not a break from values. When parents overlook disrespect, laziness, unkindness because it's holiday, children learn to disconnect freedom from responsibility. I've realized that parents who do not have influence on their children are very disrespectful. Parents who do not have influence on their children are, very unkind. They're entitled. Because you're not even there to even begin to influence. Somebody is talking about increasing the volume. Where do you increase? I think it's from you, right? So you would need to increase your volume wherever it is that you are, ma. I do not think that this is from our end, okay? So yes. Please confirm that the volume is good for the people who is talking about volume, right? So you need to stay consistent with your discipline. Holiday or not, correction should become clear, compassionate. Number 5, ignoring, all right, ignoring learning and growth opportunities. You waste the holiday on entertainment alone. You waste the holiday on entertainment alone. That is a problem. That's a problem. You know, you let the break slip by without sowing seeds of purpose, responsibility, growth. There's camp happening, and the team is having a camping. Our children are, because of the way our holidays are structured, our son always meets Port Harcourt camp, or maybe when you go with Coach Ebuka and all of that. So he doesn't have a choice. He will need to travel. Last year he traveled alone. I don't know, all the people that tie your children to your this. There's no lion anywhere. Yeah, are you there? Nobody said the bundle. No, the bundle is not changed. It hasn't changed in 3 years since we created it. The bundle has been the way, so you don't need to buy another one. Go and fish it out where it is that it is. But by next year, we're adding some other tools to the bundle. So yes, this is, the bundle is correct. So your child, you say, oh, you give an excuse. Oh, they have summer school. Oh, they have summer camp. Oh, what's it called? They have summer learning. Hey, they need to travel. And your child does not have an element of learning. Yeah, as I see you guys. An element of learning in their system. What are you afraid of? Sell your assets and give your children this thing to thrive. Give them access. Give them access to knowledge. If you need to sell your assets, please do. Please do. That will be one of the best things that can happen to you. When you start at the beginning of the year, that's why there's a plan. You make plan. We already have a plan. These are our children are going to go to camp. Our daughter is going to camp. They've always gone to camp since they were. I couldn't even wait for my children to turn the age limit. And Tetima said, what's even the age limit? Then I think she said it must be 8. When my children were about 7, I was always, when are they going to be able to come to camp? Our children go to camp every year. You ignore learning and growth opportunities. Every holiday is a chance. It was 10 years, it's true. And Tetima showed me Pepe, and I was begging her every day. And Tetima, please, let my children come. She was just doing me like this. Now she cannot do guy for me now. 15 years old. My children will go to camp until when they are done, they start volunteering. When you are done with camping, you will volunteer. What are you doing with your daylight? What's that? See, every holiday is a chance to rewire identity, a chance to build capacity and reset your family culture. Don't just get them occupied. Help them become. Help them become. This is very important. Don't waste it on entertainment alone. Am I saying that entertainment is not okay? No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But you must infuse it all together. Our holiday has a lot of entertainment to it. A whole lot of it. If you get the ultimate holiday bundle, you see the entertainment, you see this one, you see the shadow. You see, do you know that it's during holiday my children read the most of the books? Because there's no school. I'm not doing any schoolwork. I'm not among you people that do maths and English during holiday. Like, are you for it? Are you not tired of the maths and English? That's the mistake we make. We actually think that education is supposed to automatically turn out to become something that saves us. No, it's a skill that you actually infuse in that education. So every holiday is your chance to rewire identity, to build capacity, to reset your family culture. I want you to put that at the back of your mind. Every holiday is a chance to rewire identity, to build capacity, and to reset your family culture. Don't let them just be occupied. Help them become your chance. How do you waste a chance like that? It's only during the holiday you have the capacity to actually do a lot. Somebody says, sell your wig. Yes, sell it. That's when you have the chance to do a lot. That is like a window. Somebody said I'm smiling. It's like a window. It's like a window of opportunity that you can key into. They're a great time to nurture life skills, emotional intelligence, independent thinking. But you let it slip. Teach them to budget with the holiday money. Do you know that while we're traveling, while we're doing, vacation, there's my children get to read more during the holiday. We have a list. We have a holiday book list. That's part of what this bundle did for us. So there's a holiday book list. Inside that holiday booklet, we have what to do when you read. That's when they create all the PowerPoints, create all the books. So you have a summer journal. So inside this, there's a summer journal. All right. There's a summer journal. There's a summer journal inside this bundle. Please get this bundle. You have no reason not to actually have tools that will help you. So we put it every morning when you finish. You didn't watch TV, yes. Do we do entertainment? Yes. During the long vacation, we travel. Where are you going to travel? But inside all of it, everything is weaved in. Everything is weaved in. They are a great time for you to actually nurture, teach them a lot, explore a passion together. The goal of the holiday is not just to rest, it's to reset. Yeah. Somebody help me write that in the comment section. So a parent in the US, a Yada father said to me, I just love it when you say, yeah. You get that. But really, the goal of holiday is not just to rest, it is to reset. It is to reset. It's not to rest. If you see that there are things that you know miss, there are things that you need to do, but this is your opportunity for reset. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Be intentional about resetting the system. So all the time, let me just stretch. Let me just put systems together. Put systems together. Let me tell you 3 characteristics of, before I share the 3 characteristics, let me share with you the uncommon things that people do, right? That mistakes. I'll share 5. Let me go run it through quickly. All right, maybe one of the Tuesdays I'll share more about it. Or come into the yard tomorrow. I'm going to make a voice note and put a lot of things in it. Come into the inner circle. What are you doing outside? Like, why now? Why are you outside? All right. So you treat the holiday as a recovery time only for yourself. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you've worked hard. But when you see the holiday only as a time for you to rest and disconnect, you end up feeling like an interruption instead of a priority. Children feel emotionally abandoned even when you are physically present. Rest, yes, but also reconnect. Very important. Number 2, you assume fun must be expensive. You assume fun must be expensive. Some parents feel guilty for not affording fancy trips. When we talk about holiday, when we teach about planning your holiday system in the yard, people think that we're saying, oh, go to America, oh, go to somewhere. You don't need to go anywhere. Trust me. Whether we go anywhere or not, our holiday fun system is created intentionally. You miss the beauty of simplicity. Children don't need luxury to feel loved. A walk in the park, a dance party, a cooking together, storytelling at bedtime. These are the memories that last. Number 3, not evaluating the past school time together. The holiday is a pause. It's a perfect time to reflect with your child. But many times you skip it. You miss golden chances to understand what was worked, what didn't work, how can we do it together. Without reflection, children repeat circles. Without reflection, children repeat circles academically, emotionally, and socially. Without reflection, human beings, not just children, repeat circles. And that's why I tell the parents in the inner circle that the biggest thing that can happen to you is to journal. Without reflection, people repeat circles academically, emotionally, and socially. Debrief, ask questions, celebrate win, note the struggles. Growth lives here. That's where growth is. Number 4, letting sibling conflict escalate unmanaged. With unstructured time, there's more fight. You shout, you separate, you ignore the drama, you miss the chance to teach conflict resolution skills. Go and get the book, Resolving Sibling Rivalry. It's going to change your life. Sibling rivalry is a classroom. Don't close it. Coach your children in conflict. How to speak, how to listen, how to forgive, how to compromise is a thing. Not raise entitled children. Number 5, doing everything for your child. Holidays come, suddenly children are waited on, hand on foot. The house help is here, the driver is here, this person is here. During that holiday, and it wasn't even a long holiday, it was Easter holiday. My friend and I came together and we said, oh, okay, this is the holiday where we're supposed to teach our children how they can, navigate into higher. Our children navigate, the public transport system. We're like, let them go far. Let them, we set out, rolled out our plan, and boom, that was it. See, if you allow what school has taught your child to get in the head of your child, without putting a system of rewiring, you lose your child, because your child will be lost in the identity. The holiday is a moment, I say it again, to rewire identity. See, when your children go to school, identities are borrowed. When your children go to school, things actually happen. When your children go to school, there are a lot of things that, they are taking in. There are a lot of influences. The holiday is your reset time. You reset it all. And boom, oh yeah, this is where you're coming from, and this is it. Identity rewired, systems checked, everything undone. That's it. But the problem is that we don't take those advantages. The most dangerous mistakes are the one we make without realizing them. This holiday, please don't just manage time. Don't say, oh, I'm managing time. Maximize growth. Don't just give relief, give direction. Give direction, don't give relief. Even if you pay me 100 million naira for a trip in the times of my children's holiday, where they're structured, apart from when they're in camp, that's when I can do because in camp in this 1 week, and I have a calendar. During the you pay, I'm not going. Is money, do I like money? Oh, yes. But believe you me, not at the detriment of what it is that I'm doing at this time. Because you know what? When that parenting fails, even the money you make become blabberdash. Become blabberdash. If you can take a leave, sit out of the office, sit in the place. Somebody said, oh, so how many people can take leave during, during the child's, what's it called, the child summer and all of that? And I say to them, if we begin to advocate for the family the way it should be, then there should be less, that we should, the government should come into the system where it supports system families. I know. The problem is that we haven't even learned what to do so that we can advocate. We can't advocate for ourselves. Is it not what you know that you advocate for? You don't know it, so how do you advocate for it? Now, these are the 3 characteristics of the holiday. By the way, did you invite someone? Did you invite someone? Did you invite someone? Are you learning something from this? Yes? Are you learning something from it? Okay, so invite somebody, share link with somebody, start booking your inner circle slot. Look out for the ads. All right, let me take some water and then we'll come back and share with you the 3 core characteristics of the holiday. Make sure you share the link while we are there.
The CIP Annual Conference is Africa's largest online parenting conference, with thousands of intentional parents gathered all together across the globe. And we are currently inviting sponsors and strategic partners whose products and services align with the heartbeat of our audience. So are you ready to showcase your brand and get more reach? Then partner with us. Remember, this is not just a sponsorship deal, it's a partnership for impact.
Alrighty, so yes, we are back. All right. Somebody said it's how you speak with so much relaxation.
I couldn't find that in your Apple Music library. You can ask.
I'm so sorry. That was Siri. I didn't call him up. I don't know how he came. Is how you speak with so much relaxation and yet heavy punches. Thank you for sharing wisdom always. I see the way we do. All right. So let's go. And I hope you saw that ad. If you are anyone who is into family stuff, who is into anything you think that can benefit parents and all of that, you want to partner with us to sponsor the TIP Annual Conference. It's a heavy deal. Trust me. Hosting 40 speakers from who is who from different parts of the world. It's a lot. So come and sponsor it. Come and get us and get the message to reach the ends of the world. See, truth is sponsored. Just so as sin is sponsored. Sin is free because it's sponsored. We can make truth free if we actually sponsor it. Because the Bible says, buy the truth and sell it not. All right. Conversation with Nemat. I don't know if Inner Circle parents will will agree with some of the things in this your comment. It's how you speak with so much realization. Yeah, heavy punches. Sometimes it doesn't come like this. The heavy punches come with blow also. All right, but that's by the way. And by the way, if you can take some days off to sit with the annual conference, get a book. The annual conference will hit you. It will hit you like a tsunami. And when you're done, you're like, oh, hey, where am I going to? And the good thing is that we give you tools. The good thing is that we present to you the things that you would use. And that's a beautiful thing about the Intentional Parent Academy. And hey, I love it. By the way, yeah, there's on Thursday's husband in training manual. Are you ready? God. Are you ready? All right. Okay, if you've not registered for TIP annual conference, please find the link. The link are littered everywhere. We've been introducing speakers. Find the link. It's here, on YouTube, it's here, on our Facebook, it's everywhere. It's been everywhere. It's going to stream live on Facebook. Yes, on YouTube. Okay, that's the only place it's going to stream live. Yes, you're going to be able to watch it, but you will not get the perks if you don't register. There are a lot of our sponsors who are giving, free stuff, free books, and all of that. So if you do not register, we're not going to be able to, give those specs. I particularly have a free resource that I'm giving to every registered participant. So yes, it's on you. Okay. So somebody said with the holiday bundle, you can apply it in diaspora school holidays as well. Yes, of course. We're a global entity. Come on now. We're a global entity. Come on now. Okay. So engineer Christian FOB, architect, engineer, builder, whatever it is. Please, yes. Husband in training, you're there. Yeah, it's your class. Professor Chris Second says she doesn't know about it. She doesn't. But it's good, right? That's the difference between Jesus with the apostles and Jesus with the crowd. So let's go. 3 core characteristics of the holiday. 3 core characteristics of the holiday. Number 1, somebody help me write that in the comment section. The holiday is not a burden. It's not a punishment. It's not a time to survive your children. It's a time to shape them. So the 3 characteristics of a holiday that you must have is that the holiday must be easy. I call it the 3 E's. The holiday must be easy, it must be enjoyable, and it must be educative. Somebody help me put that in the comment section. The holiday must be easy, it must be enjoyable, and it must be educative. It must be educative. It's not a burden. Don't make it a burden. Hey, Holly, I see a lot of people say those things on social media. Please don't join them. Because so raw, so crass, so unintentional. Hey, the holidays coming. Hey, my children are going to kill me. Hey, these children. Well, can you tell me where I can send them? All those things is a function of ignorance. And ignorance isn't bliss, it's death. Please don't be ignorant. All right. So the holiday must be easy, it must be enjoyable, it must be educative. We call it the 3 E's. Do you know that we've used this template to create even a Christmas holiday that thrives? I remember that one of my friend's husband came from the US during the Christmas holiday, and he was like, how did you guys create a holiday that has so much learning, yet so much fun, yet so much, even in our fun times, there are things infused. That's what happens when you actually have a roadmap. The ultimate holiday bundle, that's what it does for it. So when we say easy, let me explain. Children don't need a busy home, they need a peaceful one. So ease does not mean laziness. Ease does not mean laziness. It means clarity. It means clear expectations. That's what ease means. So don't say, oh, they say that the holiday must be easy. So therefore, this holiday, I don't really know what it is. And then you are, struggling with it. All right. For those who are asking, the holiday, they are printables. Those 16, they are all printables that you can print and use. Some of them you just need to, post them on your boards and all of that. You can get them on our seller page and the printable will just come out. Or you can do it direct payment and the team will send you. All right. So children don't need a busy home, they need a peaceful one. So ease does not mean laziness. Please take note. Take note, all right? A home with peace gives a heart space to actually grow. The holiday must be enjoyable. Joy is not found in expensive vacations. When we say enjoyable, it's not about endless screen time. When we say enjoyable, true enjoyment comes from when laughter is real. So last Christmas, one of the things we did was to form a choir in our house, do choir rehearsals for days, for weeks, and then immediately the children got back from school, we started doing choir rehearsals, and then we chose a day to actually present our choir team and all of that. And we got some people to come and watch us. That was fun. Tell me, do you need money to do that? No, you don't. You just need planning to do that. It was so much fun. In fact, at the other day, I said I need to upload the singing. It was so beautiful. There's no how. There's no how. Our children will grow up and not remember how holidays were. Our children don't want to go anywhere during the holiday. They want to be home. They can't wait for the holiday. So the holiday will need to be enjoyable, but it's not in the expensive things. It can be something small, real laughter. Don't just make memories, make meaning. Did you hear me? People say, oh, make memories, memories. While you make memories, remember to make meaning. Most of us make memories without meaning. Number 3, the holiday must be educative. The best learning doesn't happen in classrooms. It happens in conversations. It happens in kitchen experiments. It happens in budgeting games. It happens in quiet observations. It happens in lessons that you teach around the home. Every ordinary moment is a curriculum. Don't waste it. One of the best things that happen in our home is that we look forward to the holiday. If you see the way we talk about the holiday in our home, our children start talking about the holiday the moment they step into school. Hey, so what are we going to do this holiday? We start planning from January. We plan for all the holidays. Also, we've not planned for Easter. Hey, we've not planned for long vacation. No. Hey, we've not planned for Christmas. We have all our plans mapped out. As soon as we come back from summer, part of what we're going to be doing before the children go back to school is to create our Christmas holiday system. We have a bundle called the Christmas holiday bundle, right? And in that Christmas holiday bundle, we actually have the different things you can do, the meals, it just gives you ideas. Every ordinary moment is a curriculum. While we make memories, let's remember to make meaning. Let your memories not be meaningless. Some of us, our memories in our children's head is so meaningless. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. See, if it's too chaotic, the child feels anxious. If it's too rigid, they become resentful. But when it's intentional, the home becomes a school of value. The holiday is not just a break from school. It's a bridge to becoming more connected, becoming more emotionally grounded, becoming more prepared for life. Make it easy, make it enjoyable, make it educative, make it count. Any holiday that these 3 is no longer there, all right? It's no longer what it is. A chaotic home. A chaotic home is not a holiday. A chaotic home. A screen-dominated, connection-starved environment is not a holiday. A time filled with shouting, boredom, exhaustion is not a holiday. It's just a school with no structure and home with no peace. And if it's not easy, then everybody is tired, not rested. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It means moving with clarity, with reading, with grace. When your home flows, your children breathe. Have you noticed that? When your home flows, your children breathe. There's a breathing that happens in that system. There's just, it just flows. Your children just, just an ease. Just an ease. If it's not enjoyable, then the joy of childhood gets buried under stress and silence. Joy is not in activity, it's in connection. The laughter, the hug, the board games, the cooking, the dancing. And at home, we do cooking challenges, we do dancing challenges. This is joy money cannot buy. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you do not have these structures in place, you will struggle. You will struggle. And if it's not educative, then you've missed the opportunity to shape a mind. To shape a mind, to shape a heart, to shape a destiny. You don't need a classroom. You just need intention. And then you need tools. And then you need knowledge. Yeah, do you remember the wisdom note I sent to you yesterday? Prayer is just an added advantage, right? It's prayer is the icing. It's a huge advantage. But if you pray without doing the things you're supposed to do, prayer does not override neglect. I said that in that wisdom note. If you're not a hearer, you don't understand what I'm talking about. But prayer doesn't override neglect. And miracles don't replace structure. God is not your cover-up crew. He's your covenant partner. And in partnership, it requires participation. Participation. That's the truth. So every conversation, every talk, every question is a life lesson waiting to happen. You can't pray away what you haven't prepared for. That's the wisdom note for yes. You can't ask God what you neglected and expect him to bless it. You can't ask him to protect what you didn't build. What is he protecting? You can't pray for your child to be emotionally whole and then every morning you're yelling, you're screaming. How? You can't pray for wisdom, but you're too proud to attend the class. You're too proud to read the book. You're too proud to apply correction. Oh, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. So most times you just, I just want wisdom. With God will help you. But you're seeing the class. You're seeing the ultimate holiday bundle you don't have. You don't have anything. So stop using God to cover up. It's not your cover-up crew. But when you finish, you go and pray. Oh, don't get me wrong. I am a child of God, true and true. Before anything I have become, I am a true child of God. If you know me, you know that for free. But you know what? I also do understand that God will not do for you what he has given you wisdom to do. God will not do by miracle what he already commanded you to do by wisdom. No. No, he will not. So you need to actually, begin to look at your parenting. You must become part of your miracle story. I said that to the others anymore. Every time that you listen to, you look at a miracle, you see that when I now did, God is not a magician. So while prayer is good, you need to stop making excuses. You need to submit to group. You need to show up. So stop asking God to cover the ground you refuse to walk. You don't stumble into raising responsible children. No, parenting is not guesswork. It's a calling. I've said this over the time. It's a calling. And in that wisdom note, I said, some doors don't respond to prayers, and that's the truth. They only open to preparation. You can't prepare your child's future with talks and anointing oil alone. That's the truth. You need strategy. You need knowledge. You need skill. You need accountability. You need structure. And yes, the power of prayer on top of it all. But that's what you have done. Haven't done all. Then you stand. Haven't done all. Then we stand. Haven't done all. So stop using God as a cover-up. You need to do the work. The work is there for us to be done. Call it whatever you want. But if it's not easy, it's not enjoyable, it's not educative, it's no longer a holiday. It's just time passing, not transformation happening. Let me say that again. If it's not easy, it's not enjoyable, it's not educative, it's no longer a holiday. It is just time passing, not transformation happening. Not transformation happening. And the truth of the matter is that for transformation to happen, you need to actually be in the line to actually make that calling. Transformation is you being in that line. You're working it. You're working it. You must do all to stand. That's what the Bible says. Haven't done all. Haven't done all. Most times people come to me and say, I've done everything. You've done everything you know. How about the ones that you don't know? You should find out and do. You should find out and do. I usually say that the consequences of a faulty foundation does not exonerate the righteous man. The Bible says that if the foundation is wrong, what can the righteous do? The consequences of a faulty foundation does not exonerate the righteous man. If you have a faulty foundation, even your parenting, it will make a mess. Haven't done all. Haven't done all. You need to, every time, what you should be thinking is, what is the or what are the odds? Can I be getting it? One of my favorite scriptures says that the way of the foolish man wearieth the journey of a foolish man wearieth every single one of them, because they do not know how to get to the city. There is a way to the city. And if you miss the way to the city, you will miss where it is that you're supposed to go. So don't let the holiday just become a chaotic environment. Don't let it become one of those things. If this is the only thing you take away from here, tell yourself, oh, I don't know where to start. Start with the ultimate holiday bundle. Buy it. Sit with it. Print the printables. Begin to implement it. If your holiday doesn't take, if you do not rewire your child's identity, then call me a liar. A holiday without growth is just time passing. It's not parenting. It's not parenting. It's just parenting. If your home is not teaching, then something else is teaching. And that holiday won't shape your child unless you do it. Unless you do it. Unless you do it. And this is an important aspect of your parenting. When you abandon structure, you invite chaos, even in the name of fun. Create a structured holiday. Create a system that actually can help you. You can't raise responsible adults by entertaining entitled children. No, you can't. You can't. You can't. So don't take a holiday. Values don't go on vacation. This is the time for you to actually shape the destiny of your child. Identity is shaped during the holiday. That's the only time you can shape it. That's the only time you can shape it. That's the only time you can shape it. Remember, that's the only time you can gain influence. That's the only time you can gain influence. Is influence we're talking about. So please, build on your influence. Work on them. Every holiday, don't forget this statement, is a chance to rewire identity, is a chance to build capacity, is a chance to reset your family culture. It's time to reset. It's not a time to rest. The goal of the holiday is not just to rest, it's to reset. You must be intentional. You must be intentional. Get yourself a copy of the Ultimate Holiday Bundle. Go and start resetting your whole holiday. Reset it. Reset the system. Don't just say, hey, oh, we're tired. Oh, well, do you know the influences that are coming from school? Where do you know what has happened in that time? It's your time, dear parents. Don't let it slip. Oh, do not let it slip. And if you've not registered for Inner Circle, we had an offer that we made, for the Inner Circle. And, we said the Inner Circle fee is going to change from 120, I think, to the next fee 150 per single slot. But we made an offer. If you book a slot with 10,000 naira, we let that offer be till the end of the month. As soon as the TIB annual conference finishes, we pull that other offer. If you book a slot with 10,000 naira for a single slot or 20,000 naira for a couple slot, you get to pay the old fee. If not, you would meet the new fee if you're not able. And that's if there is space. We currently have cohort 1A, 1B, 1C all filled up, right? 1C is filling. I'm talking about people who are done registering, sitting in their cohorts. It's not just anyhow. We're done, right? We're seated in the cohort and registration complete, everything complete. They're just waiting for class to start on the 1st of December. So you can pay your full fee, which is 180,000 per year and 200,000 for couples per year. Please get into the Inner Circle. That's one of the best things you can do for your parent. I can assure you. Please don't miss it. Go and get that and start paying small. That's the beautiful thing. You can pay, break it and pay and complete it before 1st of December. I've seen people borrow money to pay for Inner Circle, and that was the last money they ever had to borrow in their lives. I say it with every sense of responsibility. You listen and you apply the things you learn in the Inner Circle, you will never look for money again. And that's he's show banker. We have plenty testimonies on it. Somebody said I'm sitting pretty in cohort 1B. All right. If you're already registered, let's see you. Alrighty. And of course, do not forget that it's only 6 days to go for the TIP annual conference. All right. The TIP annual conference is King's Mandate: Influence, Impact, and Inheritance. The TIP annual conference is one of the most amazing. All right, team. Let me get the full flyer, please. One of the most amazing stuff. I want the full flyer, okay, of the speakers. One of the most amazing stuff you've seen. Bishop David Abioye is going to be our special guest speaker, and our keynote speaker is Pastor Isaac Oyedepo. All right, and it's going to be awesome. Awesome. We have 40 speakers, different kind of stuff, and I honestly I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And if you want to be part of the sponsors, please don't hesitate to be there. But most importantly, my dear people, please get your ultimate holiday bundle. Yadas, if you got the bundles at the beginning of the year, it is part of those bundles. If you did not, go and just get the bundles, right? And then sit with it and begin to create your systems and begin to work through it. I am particularly excited, all right? And you know, somebody said, looking for a nice gift for yourself, or your spouse, or your children, buy yourself into the TIP Inner Circle 2026 cohort. Thank me later. Thank you so much, Professor Chris Isweken, for that. And honestly, that's it. All right. Don't miss it for the world. All right. Don't miss it. Don't miss the TIP annual conference. See, plug into parenting. As you're trying to learn to parent your children, it changes you. I've never seen a thing like that in my life. It changes you completely. Everything about you just changes. Everything, it just changes you completely. It's just so awesome. So by next week, there won't be any Tuesday life. We'll be here blasting back to back. TIP annual conference. Boom, boom, boom. See, we're going to use the same law of Meh effect for everybody who is in our system. You're going to hear it and hear it and hear it. The Bible says that faith comes from hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing until you hear, until you become. That's the idea. Thank you again for coming to join me. Don't forget, get your books. We're currently reading Raising the Boy. You don't need to bail out. That book, even me, I'm reading. I'm like, let me see who is going to tell me story about bailing out anybody. Awesome book. Get books. My books are on Amazon. We have our distributors all over the country. You can get on Amazon if you're not in the country, Nigeria. If you're outside of the country, we have distributors in Canada, in the US, in Gambia, and all of that, everywhere. And yes, if you're thinking, Coach, when are you going to come to the UK? I'm coming to the UK in October. October 25th is the day, and we're having a physical summit on that day. I'm also coming to Ilorin. I'm also coming to Warri. Awesome time in 2025. TIP Summit Canada and the US was a blast. You don't want to, there's anointing in the room. Trust me, don't miss it. The TIP Academy has an anointing, a special kind of one that you don't want to miss. Thank you so much. All right. Dr. Happiness is like I said, thank you. We love you like ice cream. But you know, sometimes you guys don't love me, ba. You guys I just finished a webinar. Inner Circle parents are eyeing me, eyeballing me from sides. But hey, we're used to it. Mainly that sometimes you're ice cream, sometimes you're not. Sabi? Love you guys. Thank you so much. All right. Where in the UK are you going this time? Birmingham. We'll be in Birmingham again for TIP Annual Conference. Thank you so much for being here. All right. And thank you for joining me. I've had fun teaching today. It is what I do. Somebody said, oh, with it. I actually really do teach parenting with ease. If you wake me up in the night and say, tell me about this, I can go on for 5 hours. See me. I don't want to live here. But hey, if you want to hear me every day, come to the yard. That's it. Somebody said we'll be all right. Cordelia, I see you. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Let's be rotating this UK venue. Do you want to host us? Please, IBK, tell them now you host us. It's who you hosting us that is the issue. It's fine. We don't have a problem with you hosting us. We'll come anywhere you host us. I can come anywhere in the world, so I don't have a problem. All right. Thank you so much for being here. It's been amazing. I really had fun talking with you, and shout out to all of you. Register your children for camp. Shout out my best girl, Tetima. All right, register your children for camp. All right, those camps are the sweetest things. I wish I had camps when I was growing up. Register them from Coach Ebuka's camp and Tetima camp. If you're going to do online, register them for Coach Chido's camp. Let them, grow in this holiday. All right, let them grow in this holiday. So yes. And Tetima's camp is an all-girls camp this year. I cannot wait. I want to. And Tetima, I hope you invite me, please. Don't come and put me at your background. Let me warn you publicly now. What is all this? These girls are going to looking like queen all over. Please, so we want to wear fascinator too. I'm just thinking of how that campaign. My daughter is going to be all that, and please let your children grow. Let them, have them in that system. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, it's a world movement that we've started. All right. Like the button, share it with your family and friends. All right. Get into the system. And yes, all right. Have an amazing day. All right. So see you guys yarders in the yard. I've taken 10 minutes of your extra time. All right. Just come with combat shorts, ass and shirt. No. I want to wear dress and fascinator. That's the only part I want. That part where you're wearing dress and fascinator. I don't want the hard work, please. I'm a baby girl. Don't do that to me, please. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's been such an amazing time. See you guys next week, Monday at 3 p.m. when we take off at CIP Annual Conference. We don't play. Do not ever miss.
CIP Annual Conference is Africa's largest online parenting conference with thousands of intentional parents gathered all together across the globe. And we are currently inviting sponsors and strategic partners whose products and services align with the heartbeat of our audience. So are you ready to showcase your brand and get more reach? Then partner with us. Remember, this is not just a sponsorship deal, it's a partnership for impact.
The king is not made of a crown, but by calling. Every man and leader has won.
The mandate is clear. It is time to rise to lead with purpose, power, and presence. From the stables of the Intentional Parents Academy, we bring you the King's mandate. Influence, impact, and inheritance.
With over 40 speakers for this conference across the globe, parenting experts, ministers, teachers, professionals coming to share their experience with us. This is a sermon, a call to kings to rebuild and to reclaim. Join us for the TIP Annual Conference 2025. See you there.
Boom! Have you heard about the Intentional Parents Annual Conference, a gathering of intentional parents, aspiring parents, professors, teachers, mentors?
This year, we bring to you the King's Mandate, Influence, Impact, and Inheritance, a 7-day power-packed conference to equip, to inspire, and to connect individuals who are ready to make real impact.
With over 40 speakers across the globe, ministries, professionals, parenting experts, with real-life transformational journey. Guess what? It's free. Invite someone you want to see in this amazing conference.
The King's Mandate.
Let's build legacy.
Raising kings.
See you there. Have you heard about the TIP Annual Conference? Have you? The TIP Annual Conference is one of the most Africa's largest, biggest conference recorded online, with 2 million impressions online and 20,000 recorded participants online over the years.
For this year 2025, we bring to you the King's mandate, influence, impact, and inheritance, with over 40 speakers invited from across the globe, with our distinguished special guest of honor, Bishop David Abioye of the Living Word Global Assembly, and Pastor Isaac Oyedepo of the Living Faith Worldwide, and other notable speakers.
Trust me, you don't want to miss this conference. And guess what? It's totally free. Bring your friends, your family, your neighbors, your entire village, bring them. And this is not just a conference, it's a global altar for transformation, healing, strength, and strategy. See you there.